Welcome to episode 25 of the Story Song Podcast Show. How are you, James?
I'm very good. How are you, Chris?
Yeah, good, spot on. It's been a while since we've done one of these, so it's exciting to be back here in the driving seat again, isn't it?
I won't go that far. However, I haven't been resting on my laurels since we last met.
Oh, good. What, trees? Laurels are trees, aren't they? They're the ones that grow quite tall, quickly, bushes.
But all trees grow tall, Chris, except for bonsai.
Mm.
Right, so, as you know, I have a script for my episodes, which means I'm always prepared. However, what I realised today was I'm never prepared for your pittance of an offering. So I've now prepared a script for your bit as well.
Brilliant. Today's story, it honestly will have everyone sat on the edges of their seats.
Ooh.
When you hear what it's about, the excitement, you won't honestly. So the song, well, it's a story that describes four passengers. Okay, now they're on a night train on the way, night bus.
I thought you were supposed to give me that. You know how you said at the start that you didn't remember at all how these things go because you never write it down on the script. I thought you were supposed to give me the year, the day, a few clues before you just told me it's Night Train by Cat Stevens.
No, it's not.
Oh,
it's not actually a train. I got it wrong. It's actually a midnight bus, not a train.
Oh.
But there's four passengers on this night bus. There's a farmer who's going on holiday. There's a teacher who's seeking higher education. Also, a preacher and a hooker. So they're traveling from the United States to Mexico. This story was released back in 2002, and it hit the US Billboard Hot 100 at position 31. The peak position of the US Hot Country Songs was number one. I'm sorry it's country, but it is another country.
Shall I try and have a guess what it is?
Yeah, you can do.
No idea.
It's Three Wooden Crosses by Randy Travis.
Well, I haven't heard of the name of it, and I haven't heard of Randy.
Does it sound exciting though about the story, about how they go on these four characters on a midnight bus from US to Mexico?
Well, seeing as though the episode of our podcast is the Story Song Podcast,
no, but
yes, I am excited.
Think of all the antics they could get up to along the way.
I just can't wait.
A farmer and a teacher, a hooker and a preacher.
All right, can I just say, I think that's one of the best opening lines that we've ever had.
Yeah, isn't it just?
A farmer and a teacher, a hooker and a preacher. That's inspired.
It's like, oh.
Wow.
And the excitement of such wondrous opportunities of where the story could go.
I hadn't even thought about that. You were slightly obsessed with hookers. How many songs is this now that you've had hookers in it?
I don't know, is there?
Well, Old Red springs to mind.
Old Red, wasn't that the dog in the prison?
Oh, yeah. Which one am I thinking about? She had red hair.
Yeah, Fancy. Was that a name? It might not have been, but it might be. I can't remember.
Right.
Riding on a midnight bus bound for Mexico. One was headed for vacation, one for higher education, and two of them were searching for lost souls.
Okay, can I play the game?
Play the game?
Right, well, I'm going to guess which one's going to which thing.
Well, I did say earlier, but let's see if you can remember.
I very rarely listen to you, Chris. Right, one's heading for vacation. I'm going to say the teacher, because she's been busy working. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
One for higher education. That'll be the hooker.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of their trap. And two of them are searching for lost souls. Well, definitely the preacher, and then the farmer, I guess.
Yeah. So, a hooker might not be in a trap. She might quite enjoy what she does.
You mean a sex worker?
Using the terms in the song.
Right, okay, but could you use a proper term, because I find hooker offensive, Chris?
Okay, sex worker.
Thank you.
But actually, it's not. It's the farmer who's headed for vacation or holiday, as I prefer to call it.
Well, that's just ridiculous. Farmers very rarely get to take holidays.
The teacher is going for higher education.
Which is slightly worrying.
Well, no, because she's educated, but she's going for higher education.
Well,
She teaches kids. She's not a higher education lecturer. She's a teacher, not a lecturer.
You know, you have to learn more than what you have to teach.
Yeah.
That driver never ever saw the stop sign, and 18-wheelers can't stop on a dime.
Oh, I'm depressed now. Is it about a car crash?
Well, if they're on a bus...
Don't spoil it, by the way. If I'm asking anything, I'm speculating. I don't necessarily...
Well, there's no car, is there? Well, there might be, but they're on a bus, remember?
There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go.
Right, well, I've really got off it now.
All the antics and excitement that they could have got up to. Oh,
Yeah.
every line, a farmer teacher hooking a preacher on a bus to Mexico. Wow, where's this going to lead?
Well,
Well, it turns out.
it's just led straight to God, hasn't it? And
They don't actually get there.
ooh, it's full of mystery, this song.
This is full of mystery and fun and excitement and anticipation.
God.
What happens next?
That farmer left to harvest a home and 80 acres. The faith and love for growing things in his young son's heart. And that teacher left her wisdom in the minds of lots of children, and did her best to give them all a better start. And that preacher whispered, "Can't you see the promised land?" as he lay his bloodstained Bible in that hooker's hand.
We've missed the crash, I guess. We're post-crash now, are we?
Can I say that?
Well, no, I guess not.
Well, I think we can, because it's already happened. It happened.
Well, if it
before
has happened, yeah. If it's in the past, then yes.
Okay. So basically, an 18-wheeler lorry, or juggernaut, as you might like to call it, didn't see the stop sign and just went ploughing into the night bus. Is the long and short of what's happened.
Did it have its lights on?
We don't actually find out what happened to either drivers or any of the other passengers on anything. So.
All right, okay, crikey. So we've got a scene straight out of Casualty, really, haven't we?
We have, yeah. So the farm's left his harvest, and 80 acres, that's a lot, isn't it? Mind you, America, a lot of land.
80 acres isn't much, really. We had 80 acres, it's not a lot.
Get you.
We know.
His young son's heart. So he had a young child left behind.
I'm imagining the hookers, the sex workers' legs all over the place in the crash.
Well, I can't calm down, Kinky. Yeah, well, you never know what her and the preacher got up to.
What I am thinking, though, don't give it away, but there's 3 crosses and 4 people, because we're not counting the driver. So I reckon someone's going to survive.
Wow, you should be. You should have a sidekick called Columbo.
There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go.
I think I'm more with this song now. So my mother, every time, when you sadly go past a fatality, where there's been a fatality, and people put little like teddy bears and flowers and stuff.
Yeah.
My mother hates that. I don't know why. Really hates it. She gets really
Who hates it?
My mother.
Why?
I don't know. Anyway, that wasn't the reason I brought it up. We are now in the future, aren't we, with the song? These three crosses.
James, we're always in the future. But then when we say it, that's the present. And then that's now the past.
Do you know what? We're never in the past.
We were, though, weren't we?
That's the story that our preacher told last Sunday as he held that blood-stained Bible up for all of us to see. He said, bless the farmer and the teacher and the preacher who gave this Bible to my mama, who read it to me.
This song covers a long amount of time.
Not really. So what's happened there, James? Detective Wielden?
Well, he said that this Bible he's got was given to him by his mother when it was bloodstained. So the crash obviously happened a long time ago.
In the past? We've talked about the past, haven't we, recently?
Yeah, but I just said this song has spanned a long time, and you said no.
Oh, I thought you meant it's been going on for ages, just us doing this. It's not. It's only like a few verses. Not that
All
bad.
right, so I know what happens. The vicar's mother's a hooker, the sex worker.
There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, now I guess we know. It's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway.
I would rather you just choose to phrase sex worker.
This is the Storytime podcast. For those tuning in for the very first time, this is where we kind of break down the story of the song, and this has definitely got a story. I'll tell you what, shall we check how much of a story song it is by filling in our...
You're running it through the machine.
running it through the Super Trooper machine. Let's rock.
What was it called? What was it called? Tropes? Topes? Slopes? What's your fucking going on? What were you going on about before that? Tropes. Is it tropes?
Tropes. It's a trope.
Trope. A tropometer. We run it through the calculus. Calculus or tropometer.
Right. Come on then. Right. Trope number 1. Does anybody die? Yes.
Well, at least 3.
Trope number 2. Is there a twist? Yes. Trope number 3. Is there a moral to the story? No, just because it's got God in it doesn't mean it's automatically got a moral.
A lot of churchgoers would disagree.
Well,
No, is there a moral in it? Don't get on a bus.
Okay.
There's not really, is there? Well, no, there isn't, is there?
There's no moral.
They keep saying it every. That's the thing is that I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go.
That's not a moral. Trope number 4. Does it push the boundaries of believability?
No, not really. There was a bus crash.
Yeah, but do they put crosses up where people die?
Hey,
I don't think they just put crosses up where people just die.
Well,
do they?
Well, in like if someone they have shrines, don't they, in like Greek islands and things and wherever else. People put shrines.
That's not where people have like fallen over and died of a heart attack.
Hold on, were you just saying that you were saying, well, when people put flowers and things where people die, your mum hates it?
Yes, little teddy bears and flowers, Chris.
Yeah, but
not
it's
3
their own
fuck-off
way of doing
crosses.
it. When I was in Peru,
We saw. I've been to Peru.
We were walking through a little village thing, and they really decorated the graveyards and stuff like that. So I think lots of people do different things for shrines. So, you know.
Did you go in October?
Hey?
Did you go to Peru in October?
I was in Peru in October.
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead, the Day of the Dead, you dick.
Dawn of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, baby.
All right. Is somebody cheating? No.
No.
Is revenge involved?
Nope.
Is there a telephone involved?
No.
And the final one, does the song feature a sex worker?
Yes. That's
So, supercomputer, what's the score? It's 3. There we go.
good. That's all right. That new feature. That's quite good, isn't it?
Good feature, that. Right, so all we've really got to do
That's
now, Chris, is just give our views on it, I guess, a little bit.
Go on.
Well, do you know what? To start us off in 2022, it was certainly a very strong story song. It had the beginning, the middle, and end. Everything you expect from a story song and a country song, really. Not a big fan of religion, but, never mind.
You're not a big fan of religion,
Not really.
aren't you?
No, not really. I like Aesop's Fables.
Who?
Aesop's Fables. Are we ready to hold up our scores?
Hold on.
3, 2, 1. I give it a 7. And you give it a 6. Don't lie.
It's my story, I know. So yeah.
Okay, so that gives it a score of 13, which puts it nicely alongside Fairy Tale of New York and Harper Valley PTA. 2 of yours, actually.
It's not as good as either of them.
Just below Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree. But I'm Man in the Beach.
They're all better than that.
Yeah.
Aren't they? I can't even remember that was probably one of the last ones we did.
What? The Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree was the very last song we did, yes.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh.
But you don't remember it?
I sort of do. I can't remember. In fact, no, let's, yeah.